Hello and welcome. I'm Mercy, the Game Master here at HereThereBeMonsters, and we're here with another Working Wednesday stream. It is Wednesday, the 17th of July, 2024, and we have some prep work to do because this weekend is our next session. It's going to be probably the biggest phase of the Battle of Capstone that we have had so far. And during last week's Working Wednesday stream, we discovered that there were some things as far as the amount of damage that the armies were supposed to be doing to each other and whatnot that needed correcting. So we figured some of that out during the session last time we did Working Wednesday, and then our amazing community member Aurar put in a ton of extra legwork as well to help confirm everything, and we now know we have all the right numbers. So today we need to go through and get all of that put into Tailspire, and then we have a couple of other things that we'll get done as well. So thank you for joining me. If you don't know the format, we put 30 minutes on the clock. We take a short 5-ish minute break, and then we put another 30 minutes on the clock, and then we try and get out of here. So thank you for joining me. Good to see you, Lily. And if you're going to be joining me working on your own project, good luck. Also, I accidentally worked on some other projects through my lunch, so I'm going to be munching a little bit while we work here. I apologize.
YouTube stream is now live.
Hello, Amras. Turn on the fan. It got a little bit cloudy today, but it did not get any cooler at all. Thank you, Mendez. Appreciate you. So yeah, even though it's like 100% cloudy out, it's like 95 Fahrenheit right now. Gross. We've been between 95 and 105 for like a week and a half. And it's projected to go on for at least into the middle of next week. Oops. Don't need the Herald info anymore. Okay. Okay. Oh. Hopefully I can actually read this thing that Aurar made for us, because I had not had time to look at it yet. This totaling. Okay. Okay. Let's see what we're doing. So 34 and 34 is 68, 78, 88. Okay. You're very curious to know how you plan on having the two campaigns work with each other as a DM. Are they like turns in the past, or how do we plan implementation? So we're starting in as you know, in essentially the exact same time frame. There might be a little bit of variance by minutes or hours, but we're starting in the exact same time frame. And then realistically, we're just going to have to do our best. Because one of the things that happens in D&D sometimes, right, is like whatever. We just got our butts kicked. We just barely defended the town, we're gonna spend a week in town, like licking our wounds, getting drunk, and training our horse. So then, like, okay, cool. Like, 5 seconds of Earth time later, it's been a week, or I guess in our case, a 10 day. It's been a 10 day in game time, and then all of a sudden, the other campaign is a whole 10 day behind. Like, so unfortunately, there's going to be no way to really truly keep it in lockstep. Um, so essentially, we're going to do the best that we can, and then if and when things overlap, then we may just have to fudge timeline a little bit. Oops. Yeah. Yeah, I like the idea of having it be a true one-to-one full accounting of time. But that seems like it would probably do more harm than good. Okay. So, I know you can't see anything on your end as far as what I'm doing right at the moment, but I'm just going through and cleaning up and answering some of the questions and uncertainties and whatnot that she had in the damage tracking. And then we'll go through and start knocking minis over. Not necessarily, Amras. I mean, we want you guys to be able to interact, or at least have the potential of interacting. Okay, so what is happening here? Oh, okay. This is representing the healing being done by the Woe's foot soldier reinforcements. So yeah, I suspect that probably what will most often happen if you guys are even in the same part of the world or kingdom is that you guys will like encounter the like effects of the other party. Versus necessarily trying to like talk to them and stuff. But I expect there will be some direct interactions as well. Okay. I think we're ready to start doing the things. Right, and we had this whole morale thing that we'd come up with. We're not going to get to that today, but I will need to somehow make time to do that within the next couple days. So, thank you, Shalendor, for not being here. So 95 damage to them. We'll deal with knocking down minis after the fact. First, let's get the numbers all caught up. This is the Raven Shadow clan. And they should be missing 162 hit points. That so weird. Then this should be the Bone Crushers. Yes. I love that Aurar organized that information in that way. So they were at 376. Let's see how close we were. They need to be missing 217. They had like 30 more health than they were supposed to. Which isn't like insanely far off. Whoa. But it's far enough off that I'm glad we're fixing it. Bloodfang clan is supposed to be missing 211, and it looks like they're O tier. Yeah, they were only missing 150. Okay. This is the Frostbite Horde. Supposed to be missing 182 hit points. They are currently missing actually 184. Very close. We weren't off on all of them. The Iron Jaw tribe. They're supposed to be missing 224. They're only missing 144, so that one was off by quite a bit. Be the last one. This should be the Blackscape tribe. Yes. Okay, and they're supposed to be missing 182, and they're currently missing 150. Okay. Now, the humans. This should be Gareth. Go Gareth. Gareth should be missing 256. Oh dear, so Gareth needs more damage than he has. Hey, T-Bomb, right? Vincent. The same, should be missing 256. Well, okay. So these aren't probably off by quite as much as it looks like, though, because some of these have gotten healed by the Mortal Woes foot soldier reinforcements. Also, good news, everybody. We have gotten a lot of the guidance that we needed on our fish tank questions and our aquarium, whatever. And also, it's Prime Day. So we have ordered most of the stuff that we need to do, finally, at long last, for getting a flow set up in the saltwater aquarium. It took, for a number of reasons that aren't worth belaboring here, took longer than anticipated or planned or whatever. But we're getting there. We're making progress. Like it's happening. It's actually happening. One of the problems, and one of the reasons that I am very glad that we got in contact with a professional, was turned out our fish tank was not as big as we thought it was. We thought it was either a 150 or at least a 125. It is a 75, not even freaking close. So I don't know. I mean, we bought the thing almost a decade ago. So somehow we just both misremembered. Um, the only thing I can come up with is a lot of times around here, what pet stores will do is they'll run sales where they'll charge like $1 per gallon or $2 per gallon or something like that for like fish tanks, aquariums, terrariums, whatever. And so I think what must have happened was we must have bought a 75-gallon tank at $2 per gallon. I.e., we spent $150 on. And then the number over time that got saved in our heads was the 150, which was probably the cost, not the gallon. That's my best guess for what happened. Don't want to rush the fish tank. Can only turn out badly. Yeah, for sure. You got 135 you'd let us have. I appreciate the thought. I realistically, I don't we couldn't really fit anything any bigger where we are anyway, so it's probably for the best, but we were probably that's probably, as a lot of you know, especially those of you that are super supporters, that it got way over salted, right? And we've like added water and scraped and drained like several times to try and descale it. Some of the way that happened apparently was that we put the amount of salt in for a 150 into our 75. So some of that mystery has been answered. But yeah, that aquarium, that tank, and its stand, is pretty much a perfect fit for the space. Um, So, if we love it and we have fun with it, and somehow we come up with a bunch of extra money and we want to get a bigger, something more like what we thought we had, a 125 or a 150 or something like that, then who knows? Maybe in the future we'll do that. But I think it's, despite the fact that like number smaller equals sad, because human monkey brain, is what it is. 75 is still a pretty big tank. We'll still be able to get somewhere in the neighborhood of 25 inches of fish in there, and we're still going to put corals and stuff. Like, it's still going to be really cool. The 135 is 6 feet long. Um, The 75 is not way shorter than that. Well, not way less wide than that, but it is not that wide. I think it's like 5.5. But even so, like the edge of the aquarium pretty much matches up perfectly with the corner like that goes into the hallway. So literally even just a couple another inches would make the whole thing stick out into the hallway. It's 18 by 20 on those sides. I know that because I measured it the other day. Because when the pro called it out, and he's like, "That looks like a 75," and I was like, "What? No way!" And then I went and got the measuring tape and measured it out and got whatever it was, 11,000 something cubic inches or whatever, and then divided that into cubic feet. It's 10 cubic feet exactly. And you can fit like 7.49 gallons per cubic foot or something like that. Okay. The numbers. No, wait, hold on. The numbers have not quite all been adjusted. Gotta do the cavalry. This one actually, I think, has the right amount of damage. Oh, I might have fixed that last time. What was it? It's at 450. I'm pretty sure it actually had the right number. Yeah, it did. Okay. So that is done. And then did we start with the wolves? Are they good? They're missing 95. Yeah. Okay. So all the numbers are now correct. Nope. I lied. We've got the fly boys. Oh, right, but also they haven't taken any direct damage, so never mind. They are there, but they haven't taken direct because nobody knew they were there until the very last turn before we ended the session. Okay, so we have not missed anything there. And so here's the other question. These captains should have health. So neither Orar nor I thought of that one. Mr. 90 gallon tank. Yeah, I wish if we could find one that had the same footprint but was taller, we could get like a 90 or 100 or something. That'd be cool since we already have the stand. But obviously at this point, it's better to work with what we have. So the question is, just on having across the dining room table. That's actually, so if this goes well and we're able to get the salt water up and going, and like I said, if we're able to get to a point where financially we can afford to add a second one, that's exactly what I want to do. Is I want to put one in the dining room. Or potentially two smaller ones in the corner. They might fit slightly better. Hmm. Did we are the other captains up here? There's Selena. I guess we only did 2 captains for the archers. The table's literally against the tank stand. If you wanted to get the stuff stored under, you'd actually have to open. That's awesome. Okay, so we're just gonna have to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, possibly 11, and then we might have an odd number. 1 in the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yep. That's kind of annoying. For easier math, I think we're just... because it makes sense for there to be archers up there. Bah! Fine. So each mini represents 4 soldiers. We have 11, so there are 44 archers under each of these captains' commands. Each militiaman has 5 hit points. So what is that? 220? Double check my math. 5 times... No. 4 times 11 times 5. Yep, 220. My brain is so big. But we need to put a remainder in for half of the mini that's in the middle tower, which would be another half of 4 being 2, and 5 hit points each would be another 10 hit points. So we need 230. To represent the hit points of each half of the archers. In retrospect, we actually had 2 additional captains that could have gone with, so we could have split the archers into quarters because the archers deal damage in quarters. But those additional captains are actually out here on the field. They're supposed to be bodyguarding the commander, Bridget. But they don't have horses. It's a bit of a problem. That's a pretty cool shot right there, actually. Sounds good. Enjoy your dinner. I might screenshot that real quick just so we have it, because that's kind of neat. Let's go to screenshot mode. Turn off depth of field. There. It was perfect, but a little over 2 years ago, you guys lost the spare bedroom in your house. Yeah, weird how that happened, huh? Or should I say, T-Bomb, well, if it's not the consequences of my own actions. Okay, so let's go. Let's unknock down everything that's been knocked down. Oh, that's unfortunate. Oh, that's also unfortunate. The horse is not supposed to be flying. There. And then when we come back from the break, we will go back and re-knock down stuff to be in accordance with how many things should be dead or dying. You know, whatever, how many casualties there should be. Since we just fixed the numbers. It looks funny when a group of them, especially when it's both orcs and humans, pop up. Whee! I do have to say though, it was so fun watching those videos come through of your little man water bending and just doing various things. And we're just supposed to be hitting break time now, so we're actually pretty close to a breaking point. It's going to be the most on schedule we've been for Power Hour in a long time. Oh my gosh. How many more are there? I've got to be close to the end of the line. Oh yeah, there we go. Okay. Man, we really did bite off more than than we should have with this whole thing. But how cool, like how movie scene-esque is this, right? Actually, I should probably record that. Who knows what I might use it for? It's gonna be a pain in the butt to go back and set up all the guys again. Yeah, let's do that real fast. And or maybe I should save a copy of the board in its current state. Can I do that? If I go here, camera, but that doesn't really help. I guess I could just shrink the recording a little bit, right? Scale it out to get the UI out of the way. Yeah, it's probably my best bet. Yeah, let's do it. Let's record real fast. Start recording. All right. I don't know if I'll ever use that for anything or not, but that could make a cool intro to a video about, like, because we'll probably make a video that summarizes the battle for folks that didn't necessarily get a chance to catch all 4 or 5 sessions of the battle. So maybe that'll be B-roll footage or something. Okay. Last thing we need to do before we go to break then. This will be quick. We need to grab all these guys with the green... Oops. Grab all these guys with the green bases. And get them all back together. Because they need to get dispatched. Because their dispatch specifically from Reyna was to reinforce, like, where needed. But where we sent them at the time would not necessarily have actually been the best spots because we had miscalculated the army damages. So we might need to fix that after the fact here. So that's what we'll be doing when we get back from break. Perfect. That being said, let's get up, stretch our legs, get some water. Be back here in a couple minutes. Got back early. Look at me. All right, we got another 30 on the clock. So, how many dudes are there? 12 it looks like. That sounds about right. Oh, I guess we need to do knockdowns next. Hold on. That'll make visualizing the rest of this a lot easier. Oh, I don't want to deal with that. Well, we're going to leave that one till last. Okay. Hey, Ace, how are you? Thanks for coming by. 640. Actually, this will be easier to do. About to make that way harder on myself than it needed to be. Gonna reverse all the math. Oh, shoot. Don't do that. I was gonna reverse all the math, but we already did it. Good. This is Ricky Ace, not Ace Palm. Oh, that's funny. Well, either way, thank you for being here, Ricky. How are you? Really appreciate you coming by. Glad to hear it. It was good. It was fun to be on duty with you for a little while after the 3.0 drop. We got a new recruit. Another one? Another one. Yeah, our schedules just don't get a chance to line up too much, so it was good to be around in the city for a little bit and to get to have you join us for the fire and whatnot. There's a fire today actually that I hadn't seen before. I'll show a picture of it here in a second. It's 160 divided by 20. 8. Yeah. It's a dumpster fire down by Uwu. Apparently, it looks way bigger than a dumpster fire. I need to knock down 2 orcs from each unit for this one. Yeah, it was really weird too because it didn't even get dispatched. Let me grab the picture real fast. So I'd never seen that one before. Pretty cool screenshot though, especially because I just snagged it like on the fly. Oh, really? Yeah, we actually. So it was doubly weird. It did not get dispatched as fire. It got dispatched as medical, and I don't know if you'll be able to see him. No, not quite. but the patient was right over here. So I was actually able to get him out of the fire. But it was super weird that it didn't, like, it never hit dispatch. Dispatch never showed that fire as active. Also, I snuck up on Ace earlier when he wasn't paying attention. Got some moose ears, or moose antlers. He moved before I got the camera lined up quite the way I wanted it to, but you saw that on your other character. Oh, really? Okay, let's see. It was 2 for each, right? 1, 2. So 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay. Gotta go. Hey, thank you so much for coming by. I appreciate it. Seriously. Have a good rest of your day. It's the Bone Crusher. They've taken 2 17s. That would be 10s. That's actually pretty easy. So that would be 3 and 2. And 2 and 3. Oh, there we go. Okay, next we've got the Blood Fangs. 211, which would also be 10. We'll just repeat that process. I have to admit, the orcs have taken a bit more damage than I expected, like as a percentage. But I suspect that it's going to look real rough once we start knocking down the actual human numbers. Okay, this is the Frostbite Horde. 182, that should be 9. Oh, that's annoying. Annoyingly non-even. Got 3. 5. 7. And 9. And the Ironjaw tribe needs 11 knocked down. They have not done well. Wait, what? Oh. Interesting. Okay. All right. I see. So that's going to be 3, 6, 9, and 11. Black Scale Tribe. Oh, I knocked down 9 for Frostbite, but technically it should have only been 8. They're 2 health shy of losing their 9th one. Got what? 3, 5, 7, 9. Yeah. There we go. Okay, and then it'll be the same thing for the black scales down here. They've taken actually the exact same amount of damage. So it'll just be 2 out of each stack. Oh, wait, no, hold on. I'm rounding that the wrong way. It is 9 because it's 180 damage. Not that they still have 182 damage. Not that they still have 182 health. Okay. So fix you and fix you. Oh, whatever I did there, don't do that. Okay, other than Orc Cavalry, everybody is successfully up to date there. So now we've got to figure that out. So how in Lord's name did I figure out how much health they have? Here we go. Every 72 hit points is one Orc mini. And they've taken 95 damage. So they are, in fact, out one wolf right. Well, let's knock down their officer. Okay. The human cavalry, they can, 78 damage. And 44 health equals 1 mini. So we've not quite done 2 minis worth of damage. Okay. So we hadn't gotten there in the right, so to speak, way, but we had knocked over the correct number of minis for the cavalry. So we have updated everybody's health, and we have knocked down all the correct miniatures. Now, oh wait, no, we haven't. Just kidding. We need to do the humans. We've knocked down the correct number of orc miniatures. Okay, so we did the human cavalry. Now we need to start with the human captains. This is Landon. Oh, Landon. Landon has taken a lot of damage. 334 divided by 20. I don't feel like mental math in that. $17 minis. So that's gonna be what? 5 out of 1 and 4 out of the others. Woo! Okay. Their damage is significant, which we knew that it was high. We knew that their casualties were high. But that's 9, 13, 17. But there is hardly anything of them left. We're gonna need to make a morale check for them. It should have happened probably the previous round. I need to note that. Wow. That's not getting done today. But now we know. And we knew the western flank. I mean, we've been talking about the western flank the whole time. So it is what it is. Next here we've got Roderick. Roderick's taken 264. Again, I don't feel like mental mathing that. So 14. Not a whole lot better. Not a whole lot better. I literally already forgot the number I just said, though. 14. 14. So what? 4. Yeah, 2 with 4 and 2 with 3. Wait. That's the other one that needs to have 4. Okay, who's next? Rosalind. Rosalind's only taken 176. Not nearly as bad. Actually, I knocked down one too many again. I don't know why I'm struggling so much with the math on this one. That's fixed. What was the other one? 334. I rounded up and I should have been rounding down. That was 16, but we did 17. You get up. Okay. I've been catching stuff as I go, at least. So there's that. Times New Roman walked into a bar. The bartender said, "We don't serve your type here." Excellent. Okay. So Rosalind, round down for this, round down for this, round down for this. So only 8. So Rosalind's troops have actually traded very well with their opposing orcs. To the point where I'm almost moderately suspicious that something's wrong with the math. But we'll double check that in a minute. One task at a time. Leona. Everybody's favorite. Everybody loves Leona. Okay, wait. Actually, though. I wonder if when Orar first had us, when I had Orar first set up the minis for this, she said it was random, and overall I believe her, so this is mostly tongue-in-cheek. But I wonder, it is kind of interesting that Leona and her troops ended up being placed against the like strongest of the orc tribes, or the most dangerous of the orc tribes. That is kind of interesting. So 18 even. So we need to get what, 5 and 4, 5 and 4. 5 and 4 and 4 and 5. Vincent. Good old Vincent and Gareth here. I've taken actually the same amount of damage. Round down, round down, round down. 12. 3 out of each. I wish there was a way that I could highlight, but I think that's gonna grow. Oh, maybe I can do 2 batches at a time. Hey, just barely. You're actually drawing like a highlighter shape. I don't know if this is actually more efficient or not. It just feels kind of satisfying. Oop. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, well, whatever. They took the same amount of damage. Okay. Are we doing on time? Okay. We're good. We're good. So that's done. That's done. Oh, I should probably hold on. So now that we've seen the worst of it, we've got 12 reinforcements to send here. Clearly, as much as the party would, I'm sure, bemoan this, Leona needs a lot of them. Probably mostly going to be Leona and Landon. Wait, Landon in the map twice? I thought this was Landon. Oh, that's Randall. So they've all of those have 3 left per block. Leona has way less than that. Rosalind, we need to double check some numbers on Rosalind. Roderick's at right about 3 per block. And Landon is at 2 per block. So let's put these out as evenly as we can. For now, we get up to 2 per block. And then now Leona matches Landon, I believe. Yes. Then we have 10 left for 8 blocks. So we get 1 per block with a remainder of 2. I feel like it makes the most sense for the remainder to have gone to Leona. Because that's right. That's literally where they were. Yeah, we're going to do that. Welcome back, sort of. 1, 2. Three. And then we get 2 bonus. Okay, so that means Leona's getting 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of the 12 reinforcements. And that puts her back at 3 on all. Wait. Hold on. How did I mess this up? 1 behind, 1 behind. Need to be there. Oh, it's, yeah, you need to be there. That's why. We did it. Whee! What, out of curiosity, what does sorta mean, Amras? As far as your post-stream availability? Okay, so pretty easy math there. Landon gains 4 times 20. Gains 80 health. And that should leave us with what we had 12, right? So there should be 8 here. Uh, 8 times 20 should be what, 160? Yeah. So she has just a tad over half health again now. Does that look right for the number of minis we have? She's at 14 minis and she would have started with 24. So yeah, a little bit over half. Okay. Well, I think we've done it. I'm just going to update that in Aurar's sheet. Landon got 80 and Leona got, what do we say, 160? And 3.5 whole minutes to spare. No, you're good. I was gonna, I was gonna try and call you after this. So if you're not available for call yet, I have some other things I can do. Woo! All right. Well, thank you again to Aurar for helping untangle and fix all of that. That was a lot. Even just implementing that fix took quite a while. So I've got some other stuff that I need to do before the session, but that is not going to get done today. If I start another thing, we're going to go an extra 30 minutes. And I've been trying to get back on the program of keeping these power hours closer to their hour mark and further from their hour and a half hard limit. So this is going to be one of the very rare opportunities that we end just a tad early. Thank you all so much for being here. It was fun. If you want to see this huge battle mat in action, we will be playing with it on twitch.tv/HereThereBeMonsters on Saturday, the, what is that, 20th? Yeah, Saturday the 20th. Starting at right about this time of day. So whatever time it is for you right now, if you're watching live, about 3:30 Pacific, right around now is when we'll be starting play on Saturday. I think I have a chatbot command for Twitch, don't I? Oh, maybe I don't. Maybe it's just the socials. Oh, there it is. Okay. Excellent. Also, if you have not caught up on our other episodes, not only do we stream them on Twitch, but we make light edits to them and then upload them to YouTube. So right here at youtube.com/HereThereBeMonsters, you can find all of our previous sessions and get caught up on what we're doing. We do have for the future planned some TLDW videos that will kind of help people catch up on the campaign if they don't necessarily want to grind through all of the long episodes. Hopefully you do, and hopefully you have fun with them. But if that seems daunting to you, hopefully sometime this fall we'll get our catch-up series started, and maybe that'll help on-ramp some more people. So thank you so much for being here. Our next stream is this Friday night on Twitch, playing some Helldivers 2. And then, like I said, we've got D&D on Saturday. So thank you all. Take care. As always, be excellent to each other.